Hi, so just a little in-car video. I haven't done one of these for a while. I'm just waiting for my boy to come out of his martial arts class. And I was sitting here thinking about how we do things differently and how do we change the programs that our mind is so set up for. If you think about who you are, your identity, we're so fixated on a set reality of who we are and how we go through our life and what we do, and sometimes we need a big shake-up, a big awakening to see that actually what we're doing probably isn't conducive to our fulfillment, our needs even, or just our future self. And we're stuck in a rut and we need to get out of that rut and we need to change. And it can feel really overwhelming, and sometimes it happens in such a way that you're almost in shock. So what do we do when we feel like that? Because we can feel overwhelmed. Right, the first thing you need to do is come back to center. And what I mean by that is to come back to the heart space. Come back to this place here, which is where your innate inner wisdom resides. It's not up here. Up here is this roller coaster of thought processes, and your brain is, yes, an exquisite, amazing thing, and I'm so grateful for my brain, but my heart holds a deeper wisdom somehow. When you start connecting to your heart regularly, you will understand what I mean. It's a thinking mechanism like the brain, but in a very different way. It doesn't send you on these roller coasters and cyclical, crazy, round and round thoughts. It's very yes or no. And when you can tap into that, everything changes. So when you come back to center, I mean come to the heart space, come to center, come to some kind of alignment and breathe. So often we forget to breathe consciously. Of course we're breathing all the time, but to breathe consciously is to bring your conscious awareness and your observation of yourself and your body into the breath, and elongate your out breaths, elongate your in breaths, and become centered. So that's the first thing to do. And then recognize who you are right now and be grateful. Even if it's shit, even if you feel awful, recognize where you are right now, in this time and in this space. Because until you have some kind of recognition of who you are right now, you won't be able to change. You've got to observe who you are. And even if your needs aren't being met and you feel terrible today, you still need to know where you're starting from. So take into account who you are right now, and then start visualizing what you want. Start visualizing and trying to figure out what you need, and go into yourself. Close your eyes, take a moment to just visualize who you could be, and how would that person feel? How would your physical body feel? How would you see the world? How would you see others? How would you see nature? How would you see your children? How would you see your partner differently? And become it within visualization and imagination. The subconscious is your imagination. Your imagination, yes, is playful. It's the ultimate creator. And actually, it's where you create your reality from, whether you're aware of it or not. So when you start becoming aware of your imagination and using it as a tool, you will unravel so many techniques of change in your life. But you have to trust that your subconscious knows what to do. And the language of the subconscious is the imagination. So use visualization to get what you want in your mind and in your heart first, before it becomes a reality. So that's how we change. And actually, it's simpler than it sounds, but it takes consistency and it takes work. This is work. This is work for you, and it's so worth doing it. So that's my little thought for today. Heart space, centered, visualize what you want, and your reality will change, I promise you. All my love.